Hi, welcome to, I think, Season 4 of the Ironman WoW Challenge. This time, honestly this time, if not this time then we're just going to leave it, I think. But this time we're going to do it, so let's not think like that. We're starting again. Legion pre-patch came out a couple of days ago. I've been out of town for a couple of days, so I'm a little bit behind what's been going on. However, we're going to get going. I'm going to roll, finally, a gnome hunter. Been wanting to play a gnome hunter for as long as I can remember, but now we can actually be one. Very excited. Obviously I don't get out much. I don't know what I want him to look like though, because gnomes, I mean, they do look pretty shit, don't they? And obviously we're going to be wearing shit armour as well. I think that's as good as anything, really. I just like the fact that he's a small fella. I don't really care what he looks like. Although, actually, you know, I said I don't like that hair. Something about Mary-style quiff going on there, which is just bang out of order. Let's go for the comb over. Yeah. Facial hair. They're all pretty bad. Actually, I quite like that one. Kind of looks like a bit like a 1970s gnome porn star, which is a nice thought. Right, we're gonna disable all these add-ons apart from the add-on control panel, and let's go.
Given the recent political upheaval in Ironforge, the gnomes have suddenly found themselves unwelcomed guests within the city. Leveraging their ingenious technologies and unquenchable spirit for adventure, the gnomes have begun to re-evaluate their role within Cosmodan. Under the inventive leadership of High Tinker Gelbin Mekatork, the gnomes now plan a daring campaign against the barbarous Trogs to retake their former capital of Gnomregon. With the odds stacked against them, the gnomes are counting on brave heroes such as you to stand and be counted. Your people's greatest hour draws near.
Right, so first things first, we're going to use some add-ons, and then let's talk about the rules for the Ironman, because they have changed a little bit. Yeah, obviously, right there, what I'm doing is breaking the rules. They actually aren't. That's not the add-ons I want to use. Right, I think that's my interface sorted. There will no doubt be other things I need to sort on the way, but let's not worry about that now. We are in Gnomregon, not Gnomregar, as I said earlier. And we're running a couple of add-ons, which, as before, they're just kind of like quality of life benefits. Nothing that's actually going to make combat or anything like that easier, so let's not worry about that now. Pin down. My name is Nevin Twistrange, and I'm the commander of the Survivor Assistance Facilitation Expedition. Or SAFE. I don't know how you managed to survive the radiation down here, Sheps, but most of the others haven't fared so well. My team is rounding up the survivors, but the radiation-addled leper gnomes are too numerous for us to hold back much longer. They've lost their minds. If you're still strong enough to wield a weapon or cast a spell, would you help us clear out some of the leper gnomes? Kill 6 crazed leper gnomes. Yes. We have no other quests. Right, now, I haven't actually played anything since the patch hit. So, and I didn't play. I just checked out the beta of Legion, but really didn't do anything with talents or anything like that. So it's going to be interesting because I don't really know how the hunter's playing. Basically, I kind of know the big sweeping changes that have come in. The biggest one that's going to affect us in the Ironman challenge is that we now have to have a specialisation, something that was previously not allowed within the challenge, and it would have actually red flagged you before. Now every class has to have a spec. can't be on the spec.
Seeing you.
Report to Carvo, Blast Bolt. I'm going to start preparing my men to leave this place. We can't hold out here much longer. I want you to move to a forward position in the middle of the large room ahead. You should find Carvo Blast Bolt there.
Right.
Yeah, so we will be picking a spec. We are allowed to change spec according to the updated WoW Challenges website. You don't have to just use the default assigned spec. I'm not really sure which one to pick.
Hey.
We'll go over that later. We get that at level 10. Did Nevin send you ahead? That means he's getting ready to end the mission, but there are still survivors to be rescued. We have to help them. We were just killing them, but now we're going to rescue them. If we don't do something quick, neither Nevin nor the survivors will make it out of here alive. I'm going to give you my squad's emergency teleport beacon. We still have enough strength and ammunition to fight our way out of here, but those survivors are in no condition to make a run for it. Use the beacon on survivors to arrange for them to be teleported out of here.
Daylight's burning.
Okay, so that'll be the little yellow fellas. We just need to get close to them and... Oh no, it's not, it's the actual survivors. It's very scared just there in the corner. And we can get a bit of extra XP at this point if we want. I'm not sure whether I like this dynamic cam so far. He's evading. Where the hell is my pet? Let's not worry about him. Yeah, so one of the add-ons I'm using is dynamic cam. Let me know how you think it's doing. It's new, isn't it? So maybe we'll turn it off. Let's see how it goes. Dynamic cam is, if you didn't know, it's the thing that kind of adds a bit of, you know, dynamic movement to the camera. So when we click things, it kind of, as you'll see it specifically when we talk to people and mount up and things like that, it'll zoom in the camera and position it for us. It's a pretty easy quest. Now, I haven't actually played... Yeah, you like that way it zooms in, that's the dynamic camera. I haven't really played through this before. I've not rolled a new gnome since the new start was put in. See to the survivors, I know Nevin will be pleased with all the survivors you managed to help, all 6 of them. I still can't believe you managed to stay so strong down here in the radiation. You've seen the shape of the other survivors are in. Let's get you to the loading room for decontamination.
You have a great day now.
Excellent job gathering the other survivors. They and you are the reason safe teams keep coming down here. Nevin won't rest until we've found and rescued every possible survivor. I'm sending my men to the loading room to prepare for decontamination. Please follow them and meet up with Gaffer Coil Spring. When you arrive, she'll set you up for decontamination.
Off and away.
Right. Well, it's pretty simple. We're not really killing stuff down here, you know, like most normal starting zones. There's the usual collect boar arses and spider nostrils. I don't know whether spiders have noses, but I'm sure if they did, we'd be collecting them. They must have noses, because how else do they smell? It's good to meet you, Hunter. We rarely come across survivors as strong and as capable as you are. Well, I can help get you decontaminated and on your way out of there. Here. You've been down here and never gone for a long time, Iron Sheps. It's amazing that you've survived and kept your wit so long. We need to get you out. Before we can send you to the surface to join the rest of the gnomes, you have to go through the decontamination process. Just head into the next room. Okay. This looks safe. the Sanitron 500 with Dunkomatic action. I wonder what happened to... Oops, Jesus. I wonder what happened to the previous versions of the Sanitron. Maybe they just didn't have the Dunkomatic action. That must be what it is. Oh, and then it blows up. Great. Technician Braggle.
Pleased to meet you.
There, now you're fit to head off to the surface and start your new life. Neverin has sent word that he and his men are making their way to the surface. He'll be waiting for you in the building that Safe has established as its headquarters. I'm not going to read the rest because the lift is here. I think we should, at some point, pause to admire the amazing mechanical pet that gnomes start off with. It is a big-ass bunny. Maybe we should actually, when we can name it. Can we name it? We can. Big ass bunny. Oh. Not enough letters. Oh, Jesus. Ass probably is not an allowed word. What are you doing? What are you doing here, mate? Right, we're meant to be going somewhere. Where are we actually going? I think we're supposed to speak to the dude at the bottom. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm gonna die!